Let's go over the display settings for a notification. So here we can see that we have this notification template added. We're going to click on that and we can get to the settings right here at the top of this, or if we go back, we can get to them by clicking on this little edit icon. Okay, and you can see that we have notification placement type selected. And here are the settings specific to the notification. We can choose where on the screen it displays on desktop and mobile. So this one I want in the bottom center. And on mobile, I want it on the bottom. We can choose how it displays. I want this to fade in. The z-index is how far up on the screen it displays compared to other content. So if this is being hidden or hiding something else, then we can check the z-index of that and then change the z-index accordingly. We can add margins on it. And then the only way to trigger a notification pop-up is by timing. So we can choose, I want this to display after someone has been on the page for 20 seconds, and I want it to stay on the screen for 15 seconds. And then I'm just gonna have one notification, so I don't want there to be a space between any. If I was gonna be rotating through 5 different notifications, but I wanted them to display 10 seconds apart, then I would change that right there. And then this is the same thing. If I want to show multiple at a time with 10 seconds in between them, and I want them to just start over when they go through all the content that I have, then I will loop it. And then I do want visitors to be able to close it, and I do want them to close for the entire session. Close for good is also for the entire session. And then I want the links to open in a new tab, so I would choose this. If I don't, then leave it unselected. Go to the next one, and we choose what pages we want it to show on. So right now, it's just default selected on show all pages. Let's say this certain placement, this certain notification, I just want to show on my blog pages on my site. So I'm going to click show on select pages and add URL. And I have a lot of blog pages. I don't want to type them all in, so I'm just going to do this little trick. Contains blog in the URL. And now it will show on any pages that have this in the URL. And I only want it to show once per session for people. So I'm going to choose this. This is how often it shows. So every visit would be every page load. So if I have someone that goes to 5 different blog articles in this example, every single one, they would see the notification pop up. If I choose once per session, they're just going to see it one time when they go to a blog page. And if they go to 20 after that, they won't see it. They'll just see it the first time. Show only once is like it says, they'll just see it once until they clear their cookies. And then custom, we can kind of choose our own adventure. So I want this is kind of a weekly deal maybe. So I want it to show one time in 7 days. Or if it's a monthly thing, I want to show one time in 30 days. And then once we have that all figured out, then actually I'm going to show you also if I wanted this to show on all pages except for just a few, then the easiest way to do that is show on all pages and then exclude certain pages. So let's say opposite of what I just showed you, that I just want this to show on the blog, I want this notification to show everywhere but the blog. So I'm going to select show on all pages, and then I'm going to exclude pages, and I'm going to choose doesn't contain blog. And now it's going to show everywhere except the URLs that have blog in them. We'll keep going. We want this to track sales, so we're going to just keep that there and update the placement. And those are the display settings for notifications.